If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Super Bowl week, and all the big stars are coming out. No one comes out at the beginning of the week. They all come out at the end of the week.
It's only us, just us. We're the only big stars. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I guess, but they're all coming out now. I just saw New Year's Eve, and you're going to get mad at me, Kevin, and I don't even want to look. Maybe I should. I looked. I was going to say introducing Chuck and Larry, but it was really funny. Now, I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
That's right.
But it was really fun.
Well, good. I'm glad.
It helped my New Year's Eve.
It was a fun movie to do too. So we had a blast.
Who's that goofy guy that you were with?
Mr. Sandman. Sandler was great. He's always been the best, and that's why I'm so psyched to be working with him in this movie, and I'm doing my next movie with him. So we're happy about that.
Yeah, was it a package deal? I mean, you don't go anywhere unless he goes with you?
You know what? We just ended up having a good time working together. We became really close friends, and it's nice to go to work with the people you like. Come on, you love them. Come on, don't you?
I like you.
All right. Maybe that didn't work out.
It's funny because Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson talk about this a lot. That there's this, and Spade and Farley were like that.
That's right.
That they have this weird synergy that they just discovered, and all of a sudden they like to do movies together.
If you can do it and you have fun doing it together, that it's important. You're with these people for months at a time, and just actually years, because you work editing and every part of the movie making business. Sandler's involved in it, so it's like you're with him the whole time, and he's a good man to be in the trenches with.
Kevin James here with us, acting. I guess you grew up, you're a New York guy, you want to be. Has it been as cool as you thought it was going to? I mean, you've had an unbelievable career. This is.
I've been very fortunate. Yeah, I'm very lucky. I know that. I just never really put pressure on myself to make it to that next level. I remember being in stand-up comedy and just realizing how happy I was just to be there, because I sucked at everything else.
Seinfeld did that for 20 years before he did television. A lot of people have just said, I don't want any part of that. I just want to stand on the stage. This is my craft.
Well, stand-up was something I even found that it wasn't something I wanted to do since I was 8 years old, like Seinfeld. Seinfeld always wanted to do stand-up, and when he got into stand-up, that's all he cared about. And the TV just flew off of that, and it was great. It worked out well for him. That's kind of the way I've been doing it with me. I haven't had any specific goals as to say I got to do TV at this point and then just do film here. It just kind of happened, and like I said, been very lucky.
One of the things that, and I go back now, I was talking to somebody yesterday about this, the Chris Farley book and the acting element of it for him, and in the life and times of Chris Farley, if you will, when he went from comedy to acting, one of the comments he made was how hard the work is, how it's hard work. It's not.
It's all day. I mean, people think you just show up and jump on the set, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard in different ways. You're not digging ditches. You're not. It's not. Unless it's physical stuff you're
doing. What's your cool hand Luke? They dug
exactly. That's true. Yeah, that was a very good example. It does get trying though. It gets difficult in different ways. You're there for a very long time, and it's a lot of stress and trying to come up with ideas that work. And a lot of times it doesn't work on the set. And it can be that can be difficult, and a lot of pressure.
You're a sports fan. I ran into you at the Yankees Mets World Series.
Yeah, that hurt.
One of those games at Shea. You're a Mets guy, right?
Yes, I am. That was a tough one for me.
I've never figured out, look, I was syndicated for a couple years. I did a lot of shows up in New York. I have never figured out why certain families are Mets and certain families are Yankees. And I get Chicago because it's north-south, we can figure that out.
I usually get, I thought it would be Long Island is kind of Mets, Jets that way, and New York City is more Yankees, Giants, but I don't know.
Why are you Mets?
I follow my dad. That's what I did. I've always followed my dad. He was early on. He was a Yankee fan, but then he went to the Mets.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.